Jesus came not to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. Our proclamation, our lives, our witness is part of that fulfillment. The NRSV talks about the significance of teaching, that we need to think seriously about how we teach what we know and what we believe. And this part of the scripture, this part of today's gospel, says there are serious consequences for how we teach or don't. There are serious consequences for what we pass on in faith or do not. Teaching others to do the same, if we are not doing it with love, and if we are not doing it with confidence that God indeed redeems and that God indeed promises new life, if we're just teaching people to go through the actions of being church, the consequences in this scripture are pretty serious. We may not enter the kingdom of heaven. We are challenged to pass on our faith, to teach faith in the ways we live, the ways we proclaim our faith, the ways we serve the world. Seriously. So we're moving into the second mark of Maria Harris's 5-part curriculum of the church. What was the first? Proclamation. Anyone remember the Greek word? Kerygma. Well done. Okay, so we're moving into the second, which is teaching. Didicking. Teaching can come in many, many, many forms. And just like all of these parts that Maria holds up, we teach in all of those parts. We teach what it means to be Christians by the way we witness to others in worship, by the way we go out in the world. We also teach in formal settings of instruction. We teach in Sunday school classes. We teach in adult forums. We teach in Lenten series. We teach in moments of mentoring and tutoring people in faith. Those matter, but all of it matters. So it's really important for us to understand that we are talking now about teaching, stories of teaching that have serious consequences, that in fact come out of a lived experience of being the people of God in the world. And so we're going to try to share some stories with you from Easton and from the wider church that we think model the different dimensions of teaching that you might not in the past have recognized as teaching the faith. You might have thought of them as service, or you might have thought of them as worship, but maybe not thought of them as active laboratories of learning. So here comes some stories of teaching.